Hello, everybody. Scoony007 here, bringing you another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. In today's game, we've got the 13-9 St. Louis Cardinals taking on the 7-14 Pittsburgh Pirates. This is game 2 of a 2-game series between the Cardinals and the Pirates. Cardinals winning game 1. Pirates looking to come back and split the series. Let's take a look. Will they be able to do it? We'll find out in 9 innings time. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the St. Louis Cardinals. Leading off, the center fielder, Skip Schumacher. Batting second, the right fielder, Brian Burton. Batting third, the first baseman, Albert Pujols. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the left fielder, Ryan Ludwig. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Troy Gladys. Batting sixth, the catcher, Yadier Molina. Batting seventh, the second baseman, Aaron Miles. Batting eighth, the pitcher, Joel Pinrino. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Brendan Ryan. On the mound for the Pirates, it is Tom Gozaneri. He'll come in. He'll start today's game with a 9.75 ERA, no wins and 3 losses, 20 1/3 of an inning pitched, allowed 32 hits, 19 strikeouts, and 11 walks. We're here at PNC Park, which gives a -3 to strikeouts, but nothing to walks and nothing to home runs. And with that, Schumacher will make his way to the batter's box as the home plate umpire dusts off home plate. And we're ready to start. Schumacher batting a .246, and here is the pitch. And that is going to be a 6-3. Column 6, row 3. Home run chance on a 1-11. In range, that is an 11. However, Schumacher, 0 for left-handed pitchers. So no home run there for Skip. It's going to be a 5-4. Column 5, row 4. Ground ball up the middle to the pitcher. Gonzaneri will make the catch. Throw it over to LaRoche. And that'll be out number 1. Let's take a look at the starting defense for the Pittsburgh Pirates. They will be out there in left field. McLaughlin center, Natty at right. Going around the horn, we've got Batista on third. Blixer will be at short. Sanchez will be on second. LaRoche at first. Polino will be behind the plate. And Tom on the mound. Brian Blixer batting a .258. 5-1, column 5, row 1. That is going to be a walk. It's a walk plus. So on a walk plus, we add 10 to the walk rating. Nothing from PNC Park, so it's a flat 10. That is a 1 to 27. That is a 1, and Brian will walk. So with Brian trotting on down to first and 1 out, that's going to bring up Albert Pujols. Batting, his average is a 404. Strategy roll is a 6. That is going to be a hit and a run. So on hit and run, all ground double play ratings are a -2. All base run ratings are a +2. All home run and walk ratings are, for the batter, are cut in half. We round those down. Lineouts and double plays. And if the batter strikes out, we'll resolve the play as a steal. Pujols, the pitch. Infield is a double play depth 5-6. Column 5, row 6. That's going to be a range play. Now, on a range play, that's going to be the first number we check of the outfield of the defense. Whose range are we checking? 4-2, column 4. Row 2. Double star 2. It's going to be a fly ball back there to McLaughlin. His range is on a 1 to 3. That is a 1. McClough will make the catch. And that'll put 2 away. So with 2 outs, we had a +1 to the base run rating. Ryan Ludwig adding a 306. Strategy roll 13. Cardinals holding off, and here is the pitch. And that is going to be a 5-3, column 5, row 3. Strikeout plus. A strikeout plus, it's the same as a walk plus, where we'll add 10 to that range. -3, so we're adding 7. On a 1 to 21, that is a 13. Struck him out. So no runs, no hits, and no errors, but the Cardinals will leave 1 stranded. We go to the bottom of the first, and here is the starting lineup for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Leading off the center fielder, Nate McClough. Batting second, the second baseman, Freddie Sanchez. Batting third, the left fielder, Jason Bay. Batting fourth, the catcher, Ronnie Paulino. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Xavier Nettie. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Adam LaRoche. Batting seventh, the third baseman, Jose Bautista. Batting eighth, the shortstop, Brian Blixer. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Tom Gozzaneri. On the mound for the Cardinals, it is Joe Pedrino. Starting ERA, 4.15. No wins and 1 loss. He's pitched 13 innings, allowed 15 hits, 17 strikeouts, and 1 walk. And with that, Nate McClough makes his way into the batter's box. He's batting a .326. And here is the pitch. 4-1, column 4, row 1, that is a blank. 4-3, column 4, row 3, power hit to Barton. So, Perino being a right-handed pitcher, on a 1 it's a single, on a 2 to 6 it's a double, 7 to 8 it's a triple, and if it's a 9 through 20 it's a flyout. It's an 11. Barton makes the catch at the track. And that'll put 1 away. Let's take a look at the starting defense for the St. Louis Cardinals. Ludwig will be out there in left field. Schumacher in center. Barton at right, going around the horn. We've got Gladys on third. Ryan will be at second. Miles at Ryan's short. Miles is on second. Pujols at first. Milan will be behind the plate. And Joel on the mound. Freddie Sanchez batting a .239. And the pitch. 2-4. Column 2. Row 4. That is a walk on a 1 to 4. The 5 is too high. 6-6. Column 6, row 6, that is going to be a single past the shortstop. And with that, Freddie is on with a base hit. So runner on first, that's going to bring up Jason Bay. Bay batting a .211. Strategy roll is a 14. Infield is at double play depth. And here is the pitch. 1-3, column 1, row 3, that is a blank. 2-1, column 2, row 1, ground ball up the middle to Joel. Joel will make the catch. Check for a double play. Miles 0. Ground double play rating is a 2. We take 1d6. Roll it against the ground double play rating, and if the roll is less than or equal to, it's a double play. It's going to be a 1-4-3 double play. So 1-4-3 double play retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and none left on after 1. We're tied at 0. We go to the top of the second. Troy Gladys, Yadier Milan, and Aaron Miles due up for the Cardinals. Troy Gladys batting a .310, and here is the pitch. And that is going to be a 4-6, column 4, row 6, at the ballpark. Anytime you roll the @ symbol, you'll resolve the play using the ballpark card. In this case, we're going to go to PNC Park. 5-4, column 5, row 4, double star 4, fly ball back there to Bay. Bay goes back, waves off McClough, comes over, and he'll make the catch, and that'll put 1 away. Yadier Milan batting a .219, and here is the pitch. 2-2, column 2, row 2, strikeout. On a 0, the 19 is too high. 1-6, column 1, row 6, it's a single past Batista. And with that, Yadier is on with a base hit. Aaron Miles batting a .220, strategy rolls a 13. Cardinals holding off, infield is at double play, and here is the pitch. And that is going to be a 1-5, column 1, row 5. Aaron Miles being a switch hitter, he's batting right, so on the pitcher card, we're going to look to the right-handed side of that slash. That is a double star. Now, auto out off the pitcher card in the physical game, you're going to roll 1d6 to determine what the auto out is. In the PC game, it'll randomly choose it. It's a fly ball back there to McClough. He'll go back, make the catch, and that'll put 2 away. Joel Panino, batting it. No average just yet, 3 games, 4 at-bats, and here is the pitch. 1-5, column 1, row 5, once again, that is a double star. Panino being a right-handed batter, so on the pitcher card, we look to the right-handed side of the slash. And once again, it's a fly ball out there to center field. The cloth will come in a little bit, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors, and 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the second. Ronnie Paulino, Xavier Nettie, and Adam LaRoche due up for the Pirates. Ronnie Paulino batting a .176, and here is the pitch. And that is going to be a 3-4, column 3, row 4, possible error. 1-1, column 1, row 1, ground ball down the third baseline to Gladys. Gladys will make the catch. Error rating for Gladys, that's the number in the bracket, is a 4. That is an 8. 8 is too high, no error there, as he'll make the catch and put 1 away. Xavier Nettie batting a .277, and the pitch. 6-4, column 6, row 4, strikeout. On a 1-7, the 12 is too high. 5-2, column 5, row 2, line drive down the third baseline. Gladys will make the catch, throw it over to Pujols, and that'll be 2 away. Adam LaRoche batting a .388. 2-5, column 2, row 5, that is a blank. LaRoche. 5-2, column 5, row 2, double star 5, fly ball back there to Schumacher. He'll make the catch, and that will retire this. and that retires the side. No runs, no hits, and no errors as the Cardinals retire the Pirates in order, 3 up, 3 down. After 2, we're tied at 0. We go to the top of the third. Brandon Ryan, Skip Schumacher, and Brian Barton due up for the Cardinals. Brandon Ryan batting a 105, and here is the pitch. 2-5, column 2, row 5. That is a walk. On a 1-8, the 19 is too high. 2-5, column 2, row 5. Now, on the pitch, on the batter card, it's the same as the split off of the batter card. In this case, we look to see if the pitcher is a left or right-handed pitcher. And in this case, Tom is a left-handed pitcher. So off the batter card, we're going to look to the left-handed side of the slash. And in this case, it's going to be a single past the shortstop. And with that, Brandon Ryan will get on with a base. Leads off with a base hit. Strategy roll is a 1. That's going to be a steal attempt. That's going to be a +1. That makes it a 17. So a 17 or less for a steal. They are going to send him. That is a 5. That's going to be good for a steal. Ryan will steal second. And we go to the top of the order. Skip Schumacher, 0 for 1. And here is the pitch. And that is going to be a 6-5, column 6, row 5, walk plus. On a 1-21, that is a 5, and that's going to walk them. So runners on first and second, and that's going to bring up Ryan Barton. Barton walked his last time up. Strategy roll 7, infield at double play depth, and here is the pitch. 4-4. Column 4, row 4. That is going to be a walk on a 1-27. That is a 12, and they will load the bases. So with the bases loaded, Polino is going to go out there and talk to Tom on the mound real quick. Infield playing in. Albert Pujols, 0 for 1. Strategy roll is a 4. And here is the pitch. We'll see if that talk did anything. 1-4, column 1, row 4. Range play at the ballpark. So, range play, we're going to check the first number. And whose range are we checking? 1-3, column 3, row 1. Ground ball to LaRoche. His range is a 1. And in this case, that is a 6. That's going to be good for a single. And 1 run will score. Schumacher to third. He'll go from second to home on a 4-6. That is a 2. He'll hold. And with that, the bases will remain loaded. So bases are loaded as Ryan Ludwig comes up. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Strategy roll 18. And here is the pitch. And that is going to be a 3-5, column 3. Row 5, range play. Infield, by the way, is still playing in. No outs, and the bases are still loaded. 4-4, column 4, row 4. Fly ball back there to Nettie. His range is on a 1-3. That is a 4. On a 5-6, it's a double. That is a double. It's a D9 out there to Nettie. 2 runs will score. Schumacher and Barton come across the plate. Pujols goes to third. That is a 1. And Base run rating is a 0, and according to this, if the adjusted base run rating is a less than 1, all runners, the runner holds. So Pujols will hold at third as 2 more runs come across. It's 3-0 Cardinals. Troy Gladys 0 for 1, strategy roll is an 11, and here is the pitch. 2-3, column 2, row 3, that is a strikeout on a 1-8. The 13 is too high. 4-2, column 4, row 2, double star 1, fly ball back down to McClough. He'll make the catch. And that is a 4 on the sacrifice fly chart. Nothing there. However, that is a 5. And if the roll is less than or equal to, it is not. That is a 2. He'll hold. One out, runners on second and third. Yadier Milan 1 for 1, and here is the pitch. 5-2, column 5, row 2, that is a blank. 3-2, column 3, row 2, power hit to Bay. On a 1-6, it's a single. It's a 6, that's going to be good for a single. Another run crosses the plate. Ludwig to third. The die roll is a 6. That is a 2, and all runners will hold. Aaron Miles, 0 for 1. Strategy roll is an 18. 1 out. Top infield at normal depth. Runners on the corners. And here is the pitch. 6-2, column 6, row 2, at the ballpark. We're going to go to PNC Park. And that is going to be a 3-4, column 3, row 4. And that is a single to Nettie. That'll score another run. It's now 5-0. Yadier will go to second. We'll see the lead runner does advance on both of those. Now, base run rating is a 3. That is a 4. If the roll is higher, the trailing runner holds. So with that, Miles will hold at first. So 5 runs across in this inning so far. It's 5-0 Cardinals. Runners on first and third on the corners, and that's going to bring up Joe Panino. 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. Strategy roll 15, by the way. 5-6, column 5, row 6, range play. 1-3, column 1, row 3, fly ball back there to Bay. His range is a 2. That is a 3. That's going to be good for a single. It doesn't have it. It's 6-0 Cardinals. Miles to second. Panino's on first. Die roll is a 1, so we are checking for runner advancement. And once again, runners will be on the corners because Miles being the lead runner, he does advance. Panino base run rating is a 1. That is a 4. He'll hold at first. And we have batted around 9 up. 9 around, and we're back to Brendan Ryan. Strategy roll is a 6. Cardinals have batted around here in the top of the third, 3-2. column 3, row 2, that is a blank. And that is going to be a 2-3. Column 2, row 3, it's a single to Bay. That'll make it 7 runs. Panino will go to second. He'll hold. Base run rating is E0. And remember, if it's less than 1, runner holds. Top of the order, Skip Schumacher is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run. Strategy roll is a 7. Second time we're seeing him up in this inning. 1-2, column 1, row 2. That is a strikeout plus. On a 1 to 15, that is a 4. Struck him out. And that'll put 2 away. Brian Burton, 2 walks and a run scored. Strategy roll is a 12, and here is the pitch. 3-2, column 3, row 2. That is a blank. By the way, strategy roll was a 12. Cardinals holding off. 6-3, column 6, row 3. Double star 6. Fly ball back there to Nettie. He'll make the catch. And that will retire the side. 7 runs on 7 hits and no errors, and 2 left on for the Cardinals. We go to the bottom of the third. Jose Bautista, Ryan Blixer, and Tom Gozaneri due up for the Pirates. Jose batting a 137. 1-2, column 1, row 2. Strikeout on a 1 to 10. That is a 6. Struck him out. Ryan Blixer batting a 250, and the pitch. And that is going to be a 5-4. Column 5, row 4. Walk on a 1 to 4. The 20 is too high. 5-5. Column 5, row 5. Pop up down the third base line. Gladys will get underneath it. He'll make the catch. And that'll put 2 away. 2 up, 2 down. And that's going to bring up Tom Gozaneri, batting a 125. And here is the pitch. And that is going to be a 2-4. Column 2, row 4. That is a walk on a 1 to 8. The 14 is too high. 4-2, column 4. Row 2, double star 4, ground ball down the third base line to Gladys. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, as the Pirates are retired in order by the Cardinals. After 3, it's Cardinals 7, Pirates nothing. We go to the top of the 4th, and Tom Gozaneri schleps on back up to the mound. He can face 3 more batters, so Pirates dugout now starting to warm up. Albert Pujols is 1 for 2 with a run and an RBI. And here is the pitch. 6-3, column 6, row 3. Home run chance on a 1 to 19. That is a 10. It is in range. We need a 20 or less, and that is a 4, that is a 20, and that is a solo home run by Albert Pujols. And Pujols hooks it down the right field side. That ball's going back. Nettie goes back to the wall. It's out of here! Solo home run by Albert Pujols as that ball skips on the sidewalk and into the Allegheny. And with that is Pujols. That is the 13th home run by Albert Pujols in this replay so far. And they'll congratulate him as he makes his way back into the dugout. And with that, they are going to call for a new pitcher. So the manager comes out to take the ball away. They're all going to talk to Tom on the mound as he makes his way back into the dugout, and this call to the bullpen. So Tom Gazzaneri will come out of the game, and they are going to bring in Phil Dumatra. That is his card. So Phil will come into the game with no ERA. He does have one win, 2 innings pitched, allowed 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Tom. He only went 3 innings. He went 3 innings, allowed 9 hits, 8 runs, 8 earned runs, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, 1 home run, an ERA of an 11.59. Ryan Ludwig, 1 for 2 with a double, a strikeout, a run, and 2 RBIs as Phil gets in his warm-up tosses. All right, and we are ready to go, and here is the pitch to Ludwig. No outs, top of the 4th, and nobody on. 2-4, column 2, row 4. That's a strikeout on a 1-11. That is a 2. Struck him out. And 1 away. Troy Gladys, 0 for 2, and here is the pitch. 1-5, column 1, row 5. That is a blank. 3-4, column 3, row 4. Fly ball back there to McClough. He'll make the catch. And that'll put 2 away. Yadier Milan, 2 for 2 with a run and an RBI. 2 quick outs, 4-3, column 4, row 3, range play. So remember, on a range play, that's going to be the first number we check. And that is going to be a 3-6, column 3, row 6. Single to Natty. His range is on a 1-3. That is a 4. He won't make it in time. And with that, Yadier is on with a base hit. Natty is 2 for 11. He's 18% on his range plays. Aaron Miles, 1 for 2 with a run and an RBI, and here is the pitch. 2-6, column 2, row 6, range play at the ballpark. We're going to go to PNC Park. Whose range are we checking? 1-5, column 1, row 5, double star 3, ground ball to Blixer. His range is on a 1-3. That is a 4. Blixer can't get it as it goes past his glove. And with that, Yadier will get on. We'll go to second. He'll hold. And Blixer is 0 for 1 on his range checks. Joe Panino, 1 for 2 with an RBI. 1-4, column 1, row 4. Possible error on a throw. 6-1, column 6, row 1. That is a strikeout. Struck him out, and that will retire the side. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left on for the Cardinals. We go to the bottom of the 4th, and it's the top of the order for the Pirates. Nate McClough, Freddie Sainez, and Jason Bay due up for the Pirates. Nate McClough, 0 for 1, and the pitch. 1-4, column 1, row 4. That is a blank. 4-4, column 4, row 4. Ground ball down the first baseline to Pujols. He'll make the catch. And that'll put one away. Freddie Sainaz 0 for 1 and the pitch. 3-4, column 3, row 4, possible error. So that is going to be the number in the brackets we check. And that is going to be a 6-5, column 6, row 5. Ground ball to Ryan, he'll make the catch. Error range is a 0, that is a 12. No error there. And that'll put 2 away. Jason Bay 0 for 1 and the pitch. 1-6, column 1, row 6. Possible error on a throw. Bay 3-4, column 3, row 4. Ground ball to Gladys. His error range is a 1 to 4. This time it's a 4. It's a throwing error. Gladys will throw it wide. It's a 1 base error. And Bay will get on with an E5. Ronnie Paulino 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. 4-4, column 4, row 4, range play. All right, whose range are we checking? And that's going to be a 5-4, column 5, row 4. Ground ball to Miles. His range is on a 1 to 3. That is a 5. It goes past Miles' glove. It passes him. Bay goes to second, but does he pick up the extra base? He'll go from first to third on a base run rating of a 3 through 6. That is a 3. And with that, with 2 outs, we have runners on the corners. Nutty 0 for 1. And that's going to bring up Ronnie Paulino. That's going to bring up Xavier Nettie, sorry. Nettie is 0 for 1. Runners on the corner. Strategy roll right now is turned off. It's an 8-0 game, so remember, and how we know that strategy is turned off? We take the difference in the score, and right now it's an 8-0 game, so we take 8, add it to the inning we're in, so 8 plus 4 is 12. And if the number you get is higher than 10, strategy is turned off until you bring the number down. Till you bring that number down less than 10. Nutty, here's the pitch. 4-5, column 4, row 5. Home run on a 1 to 15. That is a 1. And that is a 3-run home run by Xavier Nettie. Down the right field side, that ball goes back, and he hits it into the stands. It's a 3-run home run. It's a 5-run game. And for Xavier Nettie, that is his 3rd home run of the replay. So the Pirates cut the lead down the 5, and Adam LaRoche 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. 2 outs, nobody on. 6-1, column 6, row 1, home run on a 1 to 17. That is a 5, and that ball is out of here. And it's now they cut the lead in half. And that ball goes down the left field side. Ludwig goes back. And that ball is into the stands, into the bleachers. It's 8-4 in the Pirates from back-to-back home runs. cut the lead down to 4. Jose Bautista is 0 for 1 with a strikeout, and here is the pitch. 2-4, column 2, row 4. That is a walk on a 1 to 11. The 18 is too high. 5-3, column 5, row 3, double star 2. Ground ball to Pujols. He'll make the catch, tag the plate, and that will retire the side. So 4 runs on 3 hits and 1 error. After 4, it's Cardinals 8, Pirates 4. We go to the top of the 5th. Brandon Ryan, Skip Schumacher, and Brian Burton due up for the Cardinals. Brandon Ryan, 2 for 2 with a run and an RBI. 1-1. Column 1, row 1, strikeout on a 1 to 6. The 13 is too high. 3-6, column 3, row 6, double star 2. That's going to be a ground ball to Bautista. He'll make the catch there, and that'll put 1 away. Skip Schumacher, top of the order, 0 for 2 with a walk, a strikeout, and a run. And here is the pitch. 5-2, column 5, row 2, strikeout on a 1 to 5. The 15 is too high. 2-6, column 2, row 6, ground ball to Blixer. Blixer will make the catch, throw it over to LaRoche, and that'll put 2 away. 2 up, 2 down, and Brian Burton is up. He's 0 for 1 with 2 walks and a run, and here is the pitch. 5-5, column 5, row 5, possible error on a ground ball. 1-5, column 1, row 5. It's going to be a pop-up to Blixer. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors as the Pirates retire the Cardinals in order. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Brian Blixer, Phil Dumatra, and Nate McLaughlin due up for the Pirates. Blixer 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. Joe can go 10 more batters before he's considered tired. 5-2, column 5, row 2, that is a blank. 6-6, column 6, row 6, double star 6. Fly ball back there to Burton, and he'll make the catch, and that'll put 1 away. Phil Dumatra, and here is the pitch to Phil. And that is going to be a 5-4, column 5, row 4. That is a walk on a 0. The 15 is too high. 4-5, column 4, row 5. Ground ball down the first baseline to Pujols. He'll make the catch, tag the plate, and that'll put 2 away. Top of the order, Nate McLaughlin. McLaughlin 0 for 2, and here is the pitch. 2-4, column 2, row 4. That's going to be a walk on a 1 to 10. The 16 is too high. 3-3, column 3, row 3. Ground ball down the first baseline. Pujols will make the catch, and that will retire the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors as the Cardinals retire the Pirates in order after 5. It's Cardinals 8, Pirates 4. We go to the top of the 6th. Albert Pujols, Ryan Ludwig, and Troy Gladys due up for the Cardinals. Pujols 2 for 3 with a home run, 2 runs and 2 RBIs, and here is the pitch. Pujols 5-3. Phil can go 3 more batters, so most likely this is going to be his last inning. 5-3, column 5, row 3, strikeout on a 1. The 4 is too high. 6-4, column 6, row 4, power hit today. On a 1-8, it's a single. On a 9, it's a double. And this time it is a 4, and Pujols is on with a single. So Pujols will lead off with a base hit, and that's going to bring up Ryan Ludwig. Strategy roll is a 10, Ludwig. He's 1 for 3 with a double, 2 strikeouts, a run, and an RBI, and here is the pitch. 3-6, column 3, row 6, at the ballpark. We're going to go to PNC, and that is going to be a 5-6, column 5, row 6, single plus 8 to McLaughlin. So with that, Pujols, all runners advance 2 bases regardless. We're going to roll 1d6 versus the batter's arm. If the roll is less than or equal to the adjusted base run rating, he is safe with a double. If it's higher, it's a single. And if it's a roll of a 6, he'll get thrown out at first. Potentially thrown out at second. Ludwig, base run rating is a 2. He'll make it a double. He'll stretch that single into a double. Pujols will hold at third. Troy Gladys 0 for 3. Runners on second and third. Strategy roll is a 16, infield at normal depth, and here is the pitch. 4-6, column 4, row 6. It's a wild pitch. On a 1-2, it's a pass ball. It's a 19, nothing happens. 5-6, column 5, row 6. Ground ball down the third baseline to Batista. He'll make the catch. And are they going to try to score the runner? No, they are not. So the out is at first. So 1 away, runners on second and third, Yadier Milan, Phil Dumet now tired, bullpen for the Pirates starting to warm up. 3 for 3 with a run and an RBI. Strategy roll is a 6. 5-2, column 5, row 2, strikeout. That is a 0, the 11 is too high. And that is going to be a 6-1, column 6, row 1. Fly ball back there to Natty. He'll make the catch. That'll put 2 away. Sacrifice fly on a 2. The 5 is too high. And when we check for runner advancement, that is a 3. He'll hold. So the way that normally works is we check for sacrifice fly off of the pitch, off of the batter card. If the die roll is too high off of that, we do check. We have a secondary check to see if the runner advances anyhow off of the arm. Miles, 2 for 3 with a run and an RBI. Strategy roll is a 5, Cardinals holding off, and the pitch. 3-2, column 3, row 2, strikeout. On a 1 to 5, the 13 is too high. 3-3, column 3, row 3, ground ball to Blixer. Blixer will make the catch, and that will retire the side. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors, and 2 left on. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Freddie Sainez, Jason Bay, and Ronnie Paulino due up for the Pirates. 2, 3, and 4 in the lineup. Freddie Sainez is 1 for 2, and here is the pitch. 3-2, column 3, row 2. That is a blank. 6-6, column 6, row 6. Single past Ryan. And with that, Sainez is on what leads off with a base hit. Jason Bay is 0 for 2 with a run scored. Strategy roll is a 4. And the pitch. 6-6, column 6, row 6. That is a walk. On a 1 to 14, that is a 7. That's going to be good for a walk. And that'll put runners on first and second. Ronnie Paulino is 1 for 2 with a run scored. Strategy roll is a 17, and here is the pitch. And that is going to be a 1-1, column 1, row 1, at the ballpark. We're going to go to PNC Park. Sainez, 5-5, column 5, row 5, double star 6. It's a fly ball back there to Barton. Barton will make the catch. And with that, on an F9, we subtract 1 from the base run rating. That is a 3, and that is a 4 by the die roll, so Sainez will hold. And with that, that's going to bring up Xavier and Eddie, 1 out. Runners on first and second. Infield is at normal depth. Nettie is 1 for 2 with a home run, a run, and 3 RBIs. Nettie hit his 3rd home run in the game so far today. 3rd home run in the replay so far. Strategy roll 17, and here is the pitch. 4-2, column 4, row 2, range play. Nettie, 4-2, column 4, row 2. Ground ball to Ryan. His range is on a 1 to 3. That is a 4. He won't be able to make the play. That's going to be good for a single. Sainez will go to 3rd, but as he waved around home, he'll go from 2nd to home on a base run rating of a 3 through 6. That is a 3. He's waved home. And with that, it is now a 3-run game. It's 8-5. Pirates clawing that back. Adam LaRoche is up. He's 1 for 2 with a home run, a run, and an RBI. And for LaRoche, he hit his 7th home run in the replay so far. Strategy roll is a 10. That's going to be a 3-4, column 3, row 4. Possible error. 5-1, column 5, row 1. Double star 1, ground ball to Ryan. Error range is a 0. That's going to be a 14. No error there. And with that, Bay goes to 3rd. We are going to check for double play. That is a 0, 0, 0. That is a 3. Die roll is a 1. And if the roll is less than or equal to the ground double play rating, It's a double play. And that is going to be a 6-4-3 double play. So 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on for the Pirates. After 6, it's Cardinals 8, Pirates 5. Go to the top of the 7th, Joe Polino, Ryan Dumit, Bernardine Ryan, and Skip Schumacher due up for the Cardinals. Phil Dumatra is done. And they are going to bring in Jesse Chavez. And that's his card. Jesse Chavez comes into the game with a 13.50 ERA. No wins and no losses. He did pitch 2 innings, allowed 4 hits, 1 run, 4 hits, 1 strikeout, and 1 walk. Taking a look at the stats here for Phil, he went 3 innings, allowed 4 hits, 2 strikeouts, no ERA. Joe Polino due up. He's 1 for 3 with a strikeout and an RBI. Are they going to let him take the hit? They are. 2-4, column 2, row 4 at the ballpark. We're going to go to PNC Park. 1-1, column 1, row 1. Now, off of the ballpark card, there are 3 blanks. If your result happens to hit one of the 3 blanks, it is considered a rare play. So let's see what the rare play for Joel is going to be. And the rare play says it's a shallow pop-up to right field that the second baseman chases. Doesn't hear the right fielder call, and they collide. Resolve as a P4 range play. And we're going to check for injury to Paulino Sainez. That is a 4. Polino is on and Freddie Sainez is out for the rest of this game. So Sainez at second base. And Luis Cruz will come in to take over. No outs, runner on first. Strategy roll is a 17, and Bernardine Ryan is up. 2 for 3 with a run and an RBI. And the pitch. 6-1, column 6, row 1. That's going to be good for a single. Polino goes to second. He'll go from first to third on a 4 through 6. That is a 1, and he'll hold. Skip Schumacher, top of the order, 0 for 3 with a walk, a strikeout, and a run. Strategy roll is a 13, and here is the pitch. 6-1, column 6, row 1. That's going to be another single. And then this time, Paulino is on a 1 through 6. He'll come around and score. It's now 9-5 Cardinals. Bernardine Ryan will hold. He'll go from first to third on a 4 through 6. Strategy roll's turned off. Runners on first and second, and here is the pitch. No outs, by the way, 4-5. Column 4, row 5. Wild pitch on a 1 to 15. Pass ball on a 6 to 18. It's a 15. That's going to be a wild pitch. So that moves the runners up to second and third. And and that's going to be a 1-3. Column 1, row 3. Ground ball to Chavez. They're going to try to score the runner? No, they are not. And 1 away. So runners still remain on second and third. Albert Pujols is 3 for 4 today. Home run, a run, and 2 RBIs. 2-2, column 2, row 2. Wild pitch. 15, that's going to score a run. Schumacher goes to third. So in a wild pitch, it does score a run. It's now 10-5. 1-5, column 1, row 5. That is a double to Bay. And it's now 11-5. Cardinals with a 6-run lead. And with that, they're going back to their bullpen. They're going to bring in Romulo Sanchez. Actually, they're going to bring in... they're going to bring in Danny Batista. Batista will come in, however, 1 runner on. Batista will come into the game with a 4.68 ERA. No wins and 1 loss. He's pitched 7 2/3 innings, allowed 7 hits, 6 strikeouts, and 3 walks. Take a look at the stats here for Jesse Chavez. He went 1/3 of an inning, allowed 4 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 2 wild pitches, a 23.48. Ryan Ludwig, 2 for 4, with 2 doubles, 2 strikeouts, a run, and 2 RBIs. Chavez still credited for the runner on 3-6. Column 3, row 6. Strikeout on a 1-11. The 14 is too high. 6-2, column 6, row 2. It's a double to Natty. And that is now 12-2. Troy Gladys is 0 for 4. Gladys going to take the hit. 1 out, by the way. 4-2, column 4, row 2. Home run on a 1-15. That is a 9. And that ball is out of here. Is 14-5 on a 2-run home run by Troy Gladys. His first home run of the game, 6th of the replay. Yadier Molin, 3 for 4 today with a run and an RBI. 1-4, column 1, row 4. That is a blank. 4-4, column 4, row 4. Fly ball back there to McClough. He'll make the catch. And that'll put 2 away. Aaron Miles, 2 for 4 with a run and an RBI. 2 outs, nobody on. 2-1, column 2, row 1. Strikeout plus on a 1-12. The 14 is too high. Miles, 5-5. Column 5, row 5. Double star 4. Fly ball back there to Nettie. He'll make the catch and sing, "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." 6 runs, 6 hits, no errors, and none left on. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Jose Bautista, Brian Blixer, and Danny Batista due up for the Pirates. And with that, Joel can face 2 more batters, so he is going to go 1 more inning. So let's take a look at the box score of the game after 6.5 had been played here in Pittsburgh. Cardinals coming out strong in the 3rd inning. They picked up 7 runs, a run in the 4th, 6 runs now in the 7th inning, 14 runs on 19 hits with 1 error committed. Pirates scored 4 runs in the 4th, a run in the 6th, 5 runs on 16 hits, and no errors. Go to the bottom of the 7th. Joel Bautista, Brian Blixer, and Danny Batista due up. Real quick, we're going to take a look at the stats here for Jesse Chavez. Went 1/3 of an inning, led 4 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned runs, 2 wild pitches, an ERA of a 27.39. Batista, Blixer, and Batista due up for the Pirates. Jose is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. They are going to let him take the hit. And that is going to be a 5-3. Column 5, row 3. That is a blank. We consider that a blank right now because Joel has not faced his allotted number of batters. 4-5, column 4, row 5. Ground ball to Ryan. Ryan will make the catch. And that'll put 1 away. Brian Blixer is 0 for 2, and here is the pitch. Blixer going to take the hit, 6-6. Column 6, row 6, that is a walk on a 1-4. The 7 is too high. 4-6, column 4, row 6. Double star 1, ground ball to Ryan. Ryan will make the catch. And that'll put 2 away. 2 up, 2 down. Joel now tired. Danny Batista not going to take the hit here. And they are going to bring in Najier Morgan. Morgan will come in to pinch hit. He's batting a 300, and here is the pitch. 4-6, column 4, row 6, strikeout on a 1-8. The 14 is too high. 2-6, column 2, row 6, ground ball up the middle to Perina to Joel. He'll make the catch, throw it over to Pujols. And that will retire the side. So no runs, no hits, and no errors, and none left on for the Pirates. After 7, Cardinals 14, Pirates 5. Go to the top of the 8th. Joel Pernino, Brandon Ryan, and Skip Schumacher due up for the Cardinals. And they are going to bring in Tyler Yates. That is his card. Yates comes into the game with a 9.0 ERA. No wins, no losses. He's pitched 7 innings, allowed 13 hits, 6 strikeouts, and 4 walks. Take a look at the stats for Batista. He went 2/3 of an inning, allowed 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 1 home run, an ERA of a 6.51. Top of the 8th, 8-9-1 due up. Joel not taking the hit here. And they're going to bring in Rico Washington. Washington Comes into the game with a .333 average, and here is the pitch. 6-4. Column 6, row 4. Walk plus. On a 1 to 25, that is a 16, and that is going to be good for a walk. So Washington is on first. Brennan Ryan, 3 for 4 with 2 runs and an RBI. And here is the pitch. 1-4, column 1, row 4, home run chance on a 1 to 3. The 7 is too high. 3-6, column 3, row 6, double star 2, fly ball back there to Bay. Bay makes the catch, and that'll put 1 away. Skip Schumacher, 1 for 4 with a run, a strikeout, 2 runs, and an RBI. And here is the pitch to Skip. And that is going to be a 6-2. Column 6, row 2 at the ballpark. 6-5, column 6, row 5. Power hit to Natty. That is a 16. That's going to be a fly out. And that'll be 2 away. 2 up, 2 down. Brian Burton, 0 for 3 with 2 runs and a walk. Burton going to take the hit. And that is going to be a 4-2, column 4, row 2, wild pitch. On a 1 to 2, and 8-0 happens. 2-6, column 2, row 6, that is a single down the first baseline. Rico goes to second. But he will advance to third on a 2 through 6. That is a 3. And we have runners on the corners. Albert Pujols is 4 for 5 with a double, a run, a home run, 3 runs, and 3 RBIs. And here is the pitch. And that is going to be a 2-5. Column 2, row 5. That is a strikeout. On a 1 to 3, that is a 3. Struck him out. And that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on, and 2 left on. We go to the bottom of the 8th, and it's the top of the order. Nate McCullough, Lewis Cruz, and Jason Bay due up for the Pirates. So the Cardinals are going to go to their bullpen, and they are going to bring in Russ Springer. That is his card. Springer will come into the game with a 4.29 ERA. He's got 1 win and no losses. 6 1/3 innings pitched to that, 7 hits, 8 strikeouts, and 3 walks. Top of the order, Nate McCullough, 0 for 3. No change. The only change they are going to make is to center field. Schumacher coming out. Ludwig is going to take over at center field. So at left field, they're going to bring in Joe Matter. And they are going to do a double switch there with that. So Ludwig will now be batting in the first. Matter will be batting in the 4th position. Nate McCullough, 0 for 3. McCullough, is he going to take the hit? He is. Pirates down by 9 as we go to the bottom of the 8th. 3-6, column 3, row 6. That's a foul ball as McCloth will smack it in the foul into the dugout. 4-6, column 4, row 6, strike, blank. But to call that a strikeout. 1-4, column 1, row 4, ground ball to Pujols. He'll make the catch, tags the base, and that puts one away. Lewis Cruz, and here is the pitch to Cruz. Cruz batting at 375, and that's going to be a 5-2. Column 5, row 2, double star, fly ball back there to Ludwig. He'll make the catch, and that puts two away. Jason Bay 0 for 2 with a walk and a run. Bay going to take the hit here. Actually, Bay not going to take the hit. Actually, he is. Yeah. Bay going to take the hit, and here is the pitch. 6-5, column 6, row 5. That is a blank. Bay 5-6, column 5, row 6. Single to Barton. And with that, Bay is on with a base hit. Two outs, and Ronnie Paulino is up. And with that, he's 1 for 3 with a run scored. And here is the pitch. And that is going to be a 3-1. Column 3, row 1. Home run chance on a 1-5. 17 too high. And with that, that is a 6-3, column 6, row 3. Fly ball back there to Ludwig. Ludwig makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, and no errors, and 1 left on. We go to the top of after 8. It's Cardinals 14. Pirates 5, we go to the top of the 9th. Joe Matter, Troy Gladys, and Yadier Molon do up for the Cardinals. Let's take a look at the box score after 8 had been played here in Pittsburgh. Cardinals, 7 runs in the 3rd, a run in the 4th, and a run and 6 runs in the 7th. 14 runs on 20 hits and 1 error. The Pirates, 4 runs in the 4th, a run in the 6th, 5 runs on 7 hits, and no errors. So with that, Tyler Yates is done. I'm going to bring in Matt Capps. So that is his card. Cap's going to come in. Comes in the game with a 5.14 ERA. No wins and 1 loss. He does have 2 saves. 7 innings pitched, allowed 5 hits, 3 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Take a look at the stats here for Tyler Yates. He went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, an ERA of a 7.88. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Pirates need 9 to tie, 10 to win. Joe Matter, batting a 304, and here is the pitch. And that is going to be a 6-4, column 6, row 4, walk on a 1-9. The 10 is too high. 5-4, column 5, row 4, ground ball to Blixer. Blixer will make the catch, and that'll put 1 away. Troy Gladys is 1 for 5 with a home run, a run, and 2 RBIs. And here is the pitch. 6-1, column 6, row 1. That is his blank. 5-2, column 5, row 2. Single out there in the center field. And Gladys is on with a base hit. Yadier Rolon, 3 for 5 with a run and an RBI. And here is the pitch. 5-5, column 5, row 5, strikeout on a 1. The 4 is too high. 2-5, column 2, row 5, ground ball down the first baseline to LaRoche. He'll make the catch. And that is going to be a double play. That's a +1. 0 from Blixer being the pivot. And that is going to be a 3-6-4 double play. Actually, it's a 3-6-3 double play. 3-6-3 double play, ending the inning there. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Xavier Nettie, Adam LaRoche, Jose Batista due up for the Pirates. New pitcher on the mound for the Cardinals. And they are going to bring in Kyle McKinnon. That is his card. Kyle will come into the game with a 10.0 ERA. Does have 1 save. He's pitched 6 1/3 innings, allowed 1 hit, 3 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Take a look at the stats here for for Russ. He went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, an ERA of a 3.70. Here's the pitch to Xavier Nettie. 2 for 3 with a home run, a run, and 4 RBIs on the day. 2-4, column 2, row 4. That is a wild pitch. It's a foul ball as Xavier will smack it into the stands. 4-2, column 4, row 2. That's going to be a walk on a 1-7. That is a 1, and that is going to be good for a walk. So Nettie is done. They are going to bring in a pinch runner. And they're going to bring in Ryan Dumit. Dumit will pinch run here. LaRoche is 1 for 3 with a home run, a run, and an RBI. And here is the pitch. 6-1, column 6, row 1, at the ballpark. We're going to go to PNC Park. 3-4, column 3, row 4. Fly ball back there to Ludwig. Ludwig goes back. Takes a step under the warning track. And puts 1 away. Jose Batista is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Batista not going to take the hit here. And they're going to bring in Doug they're going to bring in Doug. Doug batting a 138, and here is the pitch. 5-1, column 5, row 1, home run chance on a 1-5. The 10 is too high. 1-1, column 1, row 1, power hit to Burton. It's a 15, that's going to be on an 8-20. It's a fly ball out. 2 outs, Dumit still on first. And with that, Ryan Blixer, the Pirates are down to the last out. Blixer gonna take the hit, and here is the pitch. 2-6, column 2, row 6, Strikeout on a 1 to 15. The 18 is too high. 6-2, column 6, row 2. It's a pop-up. Gladys underneath it makes the catch. And that is the ball game. So the St. Louis Cardinals will sweep the series against the Pirates. Final score, 14-5. No runs, no hits, no errors, but the Pirates will leave one stranded. Final line score coming right up. So final line score of the game, the St. Louis Cardinals 14-5. Cardinals 14 runs on 21 hits and 1 error. Pirates 5 runs on 7 hits and no errors. Joe Panino picks up his first win of the replay. Tom Gozaneri picks up his 4th straight loss. Albert Pujols hits his 13th home run of the replay. Troy Gladys hits his 6th home run of the replay. Adam LaRoche will hit his 7th, and Xavier Nettie hits his 3rd home run of the replay. Taking a look at the stats here, Joe Panino, who got the win, he went 7 innings, allowed 6 hits, 5 runs, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, 2 home runs, an ERA of a 3.15. Kyle McKenna, who the last pitcher up for the Cardinals, he went 1 inning, had 1 walk, an ERA of a 8.63. Tom Gozaneri picks up his 4th straight loss. He went 3 innings, allowed 9 hits, 8 runs, 8 earned runs, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, 1 home run, an ERA of an 11.59. Matt Capps, the last pitcher up for the Pirates, went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, an ERA of a 4.50. So with that, the Cardinals will improve to 14-9, and the Pirates will drop to 7-15. That is going to do it for us here at PNC Park. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and a thumbs up on your way through the turnstile. And remember to click that bell notification to be notified of when new videos in the 2008 replay go up and when I go live with all of the Philadelphia Phillies games. Until then, I'm Scooney 007, and we'll see you for another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. Until then, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.